Joining us live now is the Independent Senator Jacqui Lambie. Jacqui, good to see you this morning. Now, all over the papers this morning, it's been revealed, according to conversations with Maurice Payne and Peter Dutton, that Japan's got our back when it comes to China. It's reassuring, isn't it?
Well, that's very reassuring. I just want to know who else has got our back, because I tell you, it's becoming terribly worrying. Look, I think we've been sleepwalking on this for a very, very long time. Those people out there in Australia who have exports going into China, unless it's resources, I would suggest that you find another place to export and start backing yourself up and don't wait for government to do it. That would be my first thing to say to them. The other thing is, having these Zoom meetings and everything else, like I said, you've got to get the rest of the Western countries behind you to actually start making a stance, because, with our military hardware down in Australia, I doubt very much if we're even starting to scare them just slightly, to be honest with you. So it would be nice if the rest of the world were backing us and standing in the same circle that we all are, because I think that's the only way you're going to slow down China at this point in time. The other thing that really bothers me, Pete, is are we ready? Are we ready? So are we, first of all, ready for a full-on trade war if we want one, or worse, if it moves to the next level and there's a war? Because I can tell you, when it takes 10 years to get submarines out in this country, there's bugger all local content in it. They've already hit $89 billion and it's going to go over that, and they're not even going to be superior when they come out, and it takes China about 18 months to 2 years to do the same thing. I'd say we're in a lot of trouble. So I'd start backing yourself with ammunition before you actually start going on and on and on. But we're just walking around in circles here. Either take some action or don't. But stop making it a talk fest, and let's get on with it. Let's really get united here with the other Western countries, and let's make something happen here.
What sort of ammo are you talking about, Senator? Nuclear subs?
I would just be backing ourselves up. We're miles behind in our military equipment. We've seen the disbandment of 2 Squadron over there. Some of our best elite soldiers are packed up and left. We've got a massive gap over there just with our elite soldiers themselves, let alone with the equipment that is going on. It has taken far too long. Anything to do with manufacturing in this country, I just cannot believe the time it takes to get anything done here. So that is really, really worrying. But right now, I think people we're all sitting here starting to roll our eyes back about this talk fest that is going on. What are you going to do about it? Because quite frankly, if you aren't scaring the bejesus out of them, then what's the talk fest for?
Yeah, but do you think, though, or you can agree or disagree with this or not, but over at the G7, it seems as though there may well be some kind of consensus when it comes to countries taking on China at the moment. Do you see it that way? The talks haven't started yet, but there is a shift towards that.
I think the shift is too slow. I think the action needs to be taken. I think taking light action now is over. I think that, like I said, stop the talk festing, get in there. You're just going to sit around in a circle for the next few years, and we're not going anywhere. So I'm hoping those countries have the ability to come inside, and let's work out what we're actually going to do with China together.
Okay, just onto this Tamil family, Senator. It looks as though the Immigration Minister is going to review the case. What do you make of that kind of shift in tone, bearing in mind this family has been on Christmas Island for the best part of 2 years at a huge cost to the taxpayer?
Look, when you're using 2 little girls to make a political statement to stop the boats, and that's exactly what they're doing, I think there's enough IT out there, and all the security briefings I've had over the years to know that using these 2 kids as political pawn, those days are over. I think it is time they came back. They were welcomed by their community. They were good, upstanding citizens. These are the sort of refugees that we do want in the country, and I think that sets a better example. But when I heard the other day that it might be a possibility of moving to the US and New Zealand. What's the difference? Why don't you just bring them back here and let them get on with their lives? They've been through enough. They've paid the price with them and their 2 girls. And I think, seriously, it is time that the Liberal Party and the Prime Minister started to show some mercy. Dig deep in that heart of yours and bring that family back home and let it get on with their life. They've already paid the cost.
If they are allowed to stay, though, do you believe that smugglers will start to see an opportunity?
No, I do not. There's many other things that smugglers can start with. We have great IT systems out there. We can pick up the chatter straight away. I do not believe that whatsoever. Those girls need to come back, full stop, in that family.
Okay, Senator Jacqui Lambie, talk to you soon.